In the last video we learnt about all the different all the different conditional operators, and I also nearly had a mental breakdown trying to explain these two. So if you haven't already watched that video, then I definitely recommend watching it because it's going to help a lot in this video because we're actually going to be starting some to use some if statements today. So this is where programming gets very interesting. I know I've said that quite a few times, but this is actually where we can begin to make proper apps that can do different things. So basically, we're going to be making a program a little bit like this over the next few videos. So if the person is over 12, and I explained this in a video I'll link below again in the building blocks, but if the person's over 12, so that's 13 or older, sorry that's a little confusing, but that's how programming works, then say, welcome to the restaurant, they're allowed in. Otherwise, or else, say, go away, I don't want any kids in my restaurant. So we're going to be trying to recreate this program using code. So the first thing we need to know is what an if statement looks like. Now, an if statement looks a little bit like this, and I'll go into the details in a minute. A bit like this. Now, what goes in here? Well, in here is what's known as an expression or a condition, as I've explained in a couple of videos. I'll leave that once again. I'll leave all these sort of things that you need linked below in the building blocks in the description, which are useful in case you want to know. They're useful for actually sort of learning what goes into each program and what you're typing each thing for. So we're going to be using a if statement. Now this looks a little like this. So we have the if keyword. Now this is just lowercase, so it's a keyword. And after that, we have some brackets. Now, brackets are, or parentheses, sorry, you might want to call them. They are, inside of these, we will put a condition. So, if you don't want to know what a condition is, it's something like age is if age is greater than 12, which is what we're going to be using. So, basically, what we can... in there, yeah, so in here goes the condition. And what is that in here? Well, this is all the code. So we have some curly brackets. Imagine this a bit like main, just where you write main up here, write it a little like this. We've got these brackets, we've got these curly brackets here, and inside these curly brackets, just like the main function, we write the code, and this code, so this will only be run if condition, which we wrote up here, so for example, age, if the age is over 12, is true. So, 1. Now, basically, this means that if the person is not over 12, then it will just completely skip this, and nothing will come of it. It will just completely ignore this if statement. But let's actually get into some... I'm not quite sure what's wrong with this code. I guess there's nothing in it, but... Oh, of course, we haven't actually written anything in this. So let's get rid of this, or just this bit, at least for now. So we want to do age, if age is more than 12. So if the age is greater than 12, if you're older than 12, so if you're 13 or older, then this will run. If you're not 13, if you're 12 or younger, then it will just completely skip this, because it's only saying if the age is over 12, then we'll do this. If it's not saying anything about what we do if it doesn't, so it just won't do anything if they aren't older than 12. So in here we can now write whatever we want to happen when the age is over 12. So in my case, I'm going to do printf. Now this is just a simple printf statement. We're going to do printf, welcome to the restaurant. because I'm basing it off of this. If you need some help, just look up here and you'll see what's going on in the program. So this says if the person is over 12, then say welcome to the restaurant, and I need to do this. But age isn't defined here, is it? It's undefined because we haven't set the age. Now, first of all, I'm just going to experiment with some hard-coded values. So basically a hard-coded value is just a number that we type in the code itself. It's not a variable. So let's say the person is 38, sorry. 39, what am I talking about? Now, will this code run? Yeah, welcome to the restaurant, because the age is 39. And let me just clean this up a bit. So, this will look a bit like this if we cleaned it up. Welcome to the restaurant. You see this right. But if I'm correct, and if this program works, I mean, then if you're under a 12, say you're a 6-year-old who the restaurant owner is worried that they're gonna go around knocking tables over and glasses and things, then, as you can see, nothing writes. It doesn't write anything. Now, this is brilliant, but what if we wanted to do something when they are under 12? Well, we've said otherwise, say this, and that's for a later video because that's to do with else statements. So, last thing I want to do is just show you that you can use variables in these, and usually you will use variables because otherwise it's quite pointless. Well, so int age, we're going to say, is equal to 32. Now, age, put age in here, and if the age is over 12, then we'll run this code. And in this case it is. Now, age can be whatever you want. It can be 1, they're just been born, well, not just been born, but you know what I mean, very young and probably not mature enough to go in a restaurant and eat with knives and forks. So, as you can see, nothing comes out here. Now, this is great, but what if we wanted the user to type in the data? Well, we'll be doing that in the next video. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully you've learnt some things from this video. If not, just please feel free to watch the other videos or ask me some questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. See you tomorrow. I've never ended a video like this, but yeah, bye.